Ooh. Huh, ribbit. And I must... Oh, I have a custom cursor! Oh. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna actually... In February 20... I was reading that! God fucking damn it! You asshole, why would you put your important history up on the fucking screen and then not let the person read it? I wanted to read that. Oh, this is a backer, huh? Okay. Interesting. Settings. Video. Yes, yes, yes. FPS limit. There. Epic, epic, epic. Bye. New game. So what are the controls, though? I want to look this up. Interact, move, toggle, wardrobe, mind palace. New game. I'm intrigued. This game intrigues me. I only bought it because it was Sherlock Holmes game, but then I'm like, wait, Cthulhu's in the thumbnail. What the hell? It's a Cthulhu and Sherlock Holmes? That's like as crazy as Ghosts with Hercule Poirot and that upcoming Agatha Christie movie. Why would I skip this amazing... Oh. What? The Shadow over London. Please tell me it's legitimately Cthulhu attacking London. That would be incredible. But apparently this game came out in 2006, and this is the 2023 remastered HD remake thing. Who is... Oh.
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I found myself rather taken aback. I saw tidier houses in war-torn Afghanistan. Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks and the matter required immediate attention.
Was that my supper?
Plainly not, for I was the one who ate it.
Huh.
I set it aside for this evening.
And for that I am grateful.
Is that my bed?
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation, might I ask you to apply your skills to a more pertinent question? Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
Medically speaking, I often find that the key to everything is good sleep. In a bed. Your papers are here, on the table.
Let us see what the postman brought today.
Okay, here I am. I would very much like to... So there's no way to, like, go in first-person mode? That sucks. Hey, Michael. That sucks. I want to go in first camera. I want to go in first-person mode, but it won't let me. Okay, so use the impress to interact with the stuff. Paper. Well, I have multiple things I can look at here. Okay. Because congrats on the sub, dude. Tensions between England and Sweden are running high after a series of unfortunate mishaps during a recent visit to London by Swedish Princess Hildur. She'd have to read all this. Must I? The spokesperson. London Advertiser, so.
Local gossip, all of it uninteresting.
There's the text I was waiting for. I'm tracking my Taco Bell order. What is the game like with control? controller. Settings. Controls. Gameplay. Where's the... Where's the camera sensitivity for this? Really? You're not gonna give me sensitivity? But why? Why can't I have...
Your order from Barnes' bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
That's damn good service. So what if I just hit A? Oh. It's the same.
Another letter from Werner. I never reply, but they keep coming. I don't see the Strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many...
Oh, also
men.
after
The
my
missing
dinner
people
arrives
can't
and I
be
eat it, I'm going to be reacting to the new murder
preposterous.
drones, which
My
I'm
dear
excited
fellow,
about.
Life is infinitely stranger than
So
anything
excited.
which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
Really? I must have my paper, Watson. Okay, the camera's pretty good. Camera's solid, not gonna lie. What the hell? I, like, ran over something with my own 2 feet. Capping the frames at 30 does not help the shadows. Like, it's still freezing a little bit here and there. So what's cool is this is the same apartment in all their games. Like, the bedrooms. So it's cool that they're keeping the location the same. Frogwares does make really good Sherlock games. Like, the Testament of Sherlock Holmes is fantastic. I think we should probably actually... blah, 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 blah. Shadows. Anti-aliasing. What if... No. FPS limit 30. That's great. V-Sync. Oh, right, dustbin. Right.
A cactus spine. If it gets in your skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool. You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. See, Watson? The conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You? That's madness.
I keep hitting the wrong button. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go there, turn that on. Hi. Also, foliage in a city? I don't think so. Turn that high. Hold.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
Give it to me, bitch! Give it! Give it here!
Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just sold my last paper.
You were just advertising,
And
you
why
little
is it still
shit!
Boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
But why are you advertising, you idiot?
You're a bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Get your
Then tell
paper
me,
here! Get your
you
paper
noticed
here!
anyone
Sorry, I
suspicious
ran
at my
out!
door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson,
Cool, now I can take the day off.
Where was he headed? Tell me about the man! The man in the doorstep!
can you describe the man you saw?
He
He
was
had a
carrying lot of
huge
books.
cock.
Up to his chin they were.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive, hence the appeal of disguises. Did you see what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there's a loud bang. I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise.
Sure.
And all I could see was him kneeling at your door.
Which way did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears, if you have more shillings.
You've got a new question in your mind palace. Open the casebook and
Get
navigate. Shut up, little shit. Mind palace. Who ruined the Strand? Can't believe this is what I'm solving right now. Who ruined the Strand? Cactus spine. Books from Barnes. What am I supposed to fucking do here? Pin evidence. Can I pin them both? No, it has to be one or the other. Okay. Oh, I can pick my man's attire. Wait, is that a storm is coming? Is that the Benedict Cumberbatch version? We're gonna go with that one, man.
Get your copy of the Strand
That is
here.
that is the Cumberbatch. Oh my god, fucking love it. I love it. All right.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
Is involved in this scheme?
Come now, Mr. Holmes. Murder?
I see.
Yes, Barnes has his quirks, but he also has his scruples.
Get the
Not
Strand.
every pawn
Get
knows
your
it's
copy
part
of the
of the
Strand
game.
here.
Put evidence with access to virtue. Open the casebook. Pin the evidence with the
Get the Strand.
bookshop
Get your copy of the Strand here.
by pressing X.
Get the the
was just
Strand.
a...
Get
Shut
the copy of the
your
Strand
little
here.
butthole, child. Said it was just around the corner, right? Wait. What the fuck is this? I don't like that. Why am I in Cthulhu vision all of a sudden there? Like, why does concentration look like I'm doing Cthulhu shit? You owe me a paper, you prickwad. Sir, excuse me, but you owe me a paper. Bags under eyes, the effects of overwork. Newspaper ink or my penis? Nice cock. Blackmail victim.
Mr. Barnes, a word. Ah, for goodness sake.
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes. Now will you please...
Mr. Holmes. Golly, I did not see you come in.
Would you care to answer some questions for me?
Well, I wish I could, but I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
No, really deep in the weeds with important things.
Oh yeah?
Well, help yourself to any book. Just take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor. Let's find a way to coax him out. The ladder is broken recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
Fascinating.
So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's your good boy?
There's a lot of shit here.
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
Exotic plants catalog. Maybe he's a shifty little fucker. Egypt.
Basics of cryptoanalysis, cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
Oh. Uh-huh.
An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible. In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is. The finest view London has to offer.
Okay. Okay.
Barnes has always been a little odd, but this is uncharacteristic even for him.
Apologies, but I can't hear you. Please come back later.
Hmm. Interesting.
The weather is dreary, isn't it? To be fair, my flowers could use the rainfall.
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses?
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so. I merely sell them.
Familiar spine? Is this what I found in my dustbin? The pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something.
Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
Order was cancelled. You assholes. Where am I gonna get my eats now? Guess I gotta go to fucking Wendy's. They never let me down. I say as they let me down. Let's see. What do I want? Oh, I have to do an observation thing? Well, it can wait a moment. I need to fix this shit. Let's see, combo. else is there? Is there anything? McDonald's? No, 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 not McDonald's. Buffalo Wild Wings. They're still open? When do they close? Soon. They close soon. Should I even try Buffalo Wild Wings? I feel like they would totally cancel that one too on me. I feel very strongly about this. So I shall do this and that. And they better pick it the fuck up. What's one of my... Fine. Burp! Damn it! For beauty or concealment. Honoring deceased husband. Unusual for work attire. Unusual for work attire. A distant look, though.
My condolences, Mrs. Fleming.
Mr. Holmes?
Your husband's death. You're clearly still in mourning.
Oh, no. I loved him more than anything, of course, but that was some time ago now. Life goes on.
A lesson we all learn, one way or another.
No, it was just distant look.
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Oh, I hope you're right.
Oh.
One of these things is not like the other.
Come again?
The cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a devil to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break. I don't know anything about this, sorry. Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller. Are you sure you're asking the right person?
Yes.
I'm just a flower seller. I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes. I don't know anything about this, sorry. I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes. Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller.
I'll be off.
Yeah, I'm still in tutorial, obviously, but eventually we will get to the Cthulhu stuff. I still don't have any documented testimonials, though. Hmm.
We're looking for a cactus needle in a haystack. A spine in a book stack? No, come on, Watson, think.
What the hell?
Hello there. What's your name?
Lily, I know, not very original.
Am I not done with you?
I don't know anything about this, sorry. I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes. I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes. I don't know anything about this, sorry. Yes, no,
Oh.
not really. Well, in a way.
What on earth does that mean?
I know who he is, of course, but we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog, and most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy, so we see each other. Actually, we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached, but since then, we've never spoken. I often see him staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face.
There we go. Okay.
I think perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes. We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
Mr. Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You place flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer. I couldn't read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in soil and spines. I know you dropped a cactus on it and then fled.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson. Rest assured we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
All right, then.
What the hell is he doing in there?
So, you know what happened then? I was on my way back from the post office, having picked up the cactus and some books. It was quite an awkward package, heavy too, and when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus and your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime. Your actions were rather disruptive. Your clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Oh, it's true. I am useless with this sort of thing. I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
As in most things in life, truth is the answer. Cease with the abstruse signals and anonymous gifts, and simply talk to the woman. What is the worst that can happen?
Whoa,
She
whoa.
rejects you, and you are freed from this endless purgatory.
That... Yes, you are correct, of course. I do have a slight tendency to overthink things. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, at last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue of The Strand here all along?
Well, naturally. I am a bookseller. I have a subscription to every magazine and newspaper in London.
So you ought to be familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can. I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
We're seeing saltpeter leaking into the river, but with the area self-limits.
Come, Dr. Watson. Let us put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I hope to hear good news about you and Mrs. Fleming.
Or I'll kill you both.
Well, that was an utter waste of time.
An assassination did seem rather unlikely.
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No? Well,
Yeah, you little
only
bitch.
that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition. And that perhaps, if ill-applied...
I see things that are not there.
Yes. It is London. There will always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems. Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
Truly?
Indeed.
Whoa.
Though perhaps not as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant disappeared. I said I knew just the man to help. What do you say?
Oh, Watson.
Wow.
Yes, I know it's not the most tantalizing
Every time
mystery
he's on screen,
nor the
it's just a
story
bit.
to launch my writing career. But,
It's brilliant. Let's go.
Wow.
oh, good. Well, his house is nearby. Come.
Wow.
Not much further now.
Is this lousy attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to
Gilderoy
this?
Lockhart?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles. And it's
Ruffles.
my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Ruffles?
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick.
I mean,
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony. Then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but
Oh, you too, huh?
yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
escaped.
Tell me about Kimahir.
He's foreign, a Maori, all the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen, and as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English, never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
I take it this is the first time Kimahir has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
Is there any reason Kimahir may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
Did Kimahir make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No, no. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
Alright. Didn't think so. How is that not the first fucking thing you look at?
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots. Looks like a knee print.
Interesting.
Chewing tobacco. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Oh my God.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
DoorDash, don't let me down too. Irrelevant shit, huh? Oh, there's some juicy shit in here.
A scrap of Hessian. These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them. Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here. A small navy spyglass. Clothes made of Hessian. Is Sten really so miserly? A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called. Button chops. The remains of a meal. The ashes are long since cold. Chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Ah, I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, a narcotic.
No air coming through it. The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney. Is this a Taniwha, a Maori water spirit, or something else?
Either way, it's giving me chills.
Could have left these tracks. They seem fresh.
that's not in the right order, so I think I'm gonna have to piece it together eventually.
Where on earth are you going with this? Where on earth are you going with this? Are you joking? Why would I know this? Where on earth are you going with this?
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimahir's?
Yes. I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
Is this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimahir's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it.
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden.
Oh, I guess that is the garden.
Has Kimahir ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimmy here's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco.
Do you happen to know Kimahir's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest. But I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
This needs 2 blues and this. Okay. None of them. The strand.
Why are you still here?
Put all the clean out of him.
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed? You think you know someone?
missing?
Clothes made of Hessian. Is Sten really so miserly?
What am I supposed to do here? What am I missing?
Do you think Kimmy here had an accomplice in his escape?
If you find my man, I have a marvelous whiskey with your name on it.
What the hell am I missing? Let's see the investigation. I must have to find. Can I get over there? Can I... maybe I could go around? The fuck? Fucking asshole.
Yes, Denwick is no angel, but he's one of my few clients. Please, try to remain courteous.
That motherfucker's blocking my access to the side. That's bullshit. Can I question anybody?
Yes, it really not very hard in them. Oh. This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
I think we need to admit that this game might be broken. Because there is absolutely no way I'm missing anything. And yet, the game is telling me that there's nothing else. What the fuck? There's like one thing I'm missing and it's pissing me the fuck off. Parallel tracks, wheels. No, it would have to be... He plugged this thing up, it smoked him out. Okay, I see. Alright. So, so you have to pin the clues to be able to, like, further observe. I'm assuming someone dragged him out with the thing, right? Like they put his body on a cart and rolled him out? But that seems to be the logical deduction here, because he's heavy, so they knocked him out.
Someone moved a cart to this spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the garden.
Someone wanted him.
Surveilling from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimahir went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe, then blocked it with a cloth. Kimahir inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass. In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimahir had the key in his shack.
Remarkable. It makes total sense.
I am the best. I am the best there ever was. Took me a while, but so you have to pin the evidence to further investigate the evidence. Okay,
You
that's what I
must
didn't.
have found something by now, gentlemen.
I fear that someone may have spied upon Kimahir. Likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
I found the residue of narcotics in Kimahir's brazier. There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
You said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimahir never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
I won't keep you in suspense any longer, Captain. Kimahir was abducted by the owner of the spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimahir's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimahir, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know. Why haven't you found him yet?
I only arrived a moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so much.
Every second you dawdle here, waiting for me to stroke your ego, is another second wasted. I'm not interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment. Spare me the claptrap, boy, and go and fetch my servant.
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason. The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that. Here you go. I hope you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime, please teach your companion the art of brevity.
Okay, bitch. Goodbye. Goodbye, bitch. Bitch, goodbye. Goodbye, bitch. Bitch, goodbye, bitch. Alright, let's go. Well, we finally hit the water, ladies and gentlemen, for this Cthulhu Sherlock game. Wait, now can I go around?
Sturdy rope, professionally tied in a Portuguese bowline. This knot is often used by sailors to create a bosun's chair. Wheels picked up grass along the way. Kimahia's cart, I gather.
Ooh, what the fuck is this?
Roy Soulsby. Could that be the name of our man? A strange substance. I have my suspicions based on the colour and consistency, but would you care to hazard a guess, Doctor?
Well, it's odorless, but from the way it absorbs water, I'd say saltpeter.
Then we're in agreement. Well done.
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
And of course, now it's gone.
This dreary rain is making a miserable day even worse.
I can't go to bed till I eat my dinner, douchebags. Give me my food! So... The Strand wallet with saltpeter. The fuck? The Strand wallet with saltpeter. What are the notable features of the abductor? Sailor's not Hessian. Well, I mean that. Really? Okay, you have to solve one to get to the... Okay. Lead to the port of London. Okay, so now we're getting into the Cthulhu shit.
The Strand proved not so useless after all. The saltpeter accident. Doctor, do you recall?
The Port of London, of course. The footwear, the spyglass.
Indeed. We shall need to take a cab there.
Well, luckily, I believe there is one sitting out front.
Where to, Gav? The Port of London, please. I will show you where to stop.
The Blood Red Knight.
Mr. Holmes, what a compelling mystery we have stumbled upon. Perhaps I have the premise of my next novel.
One kidnapping does not a story make.
Stop! A black cat crossed before us. It's a bad omen.
I do not take you for the superstitious type, Doctor. Such things are mere fantasies, tricks of a feeble mind. One imagines a physician would keep a surer footing in reality.
Perhaps. Before the war, my time abroad was difficult. Once
You were abroad
I came
once?
across an
What
Afghan,
was that like?
bleeding, who I could not save. He pressed a rosary into my hand. A gift, he said, so as to gain God's favor. After that...
Dr. Watson?
Yes, well, I shan't get into details, but sometime later I found myself lost in the desert. Dehydration set in, and things grew ever more dire. The man's words came to me. I said a prayer and placed the rosary on a rock. A gift to gain God's favor.
And you were rescued.
Yes. A detachment of British soldiers found me.
To whom I'm grateful. Without their diligence, you would not be standing here and I would not have this case.
I'm sure you have another explanation prepared, Mr. Holmes, but I think I shall cling to the occasional superstition all the same.
To each his own, Dr. Watson. So long as it does not interfere with my methods, do it. We must press on, cat or no cat. The question remains, why abduct Kimahir?
Cthulhu Sacrifice. The Cursed Mermaid. So this is where we shall end this part. This is cool. And now that I understand how this all works, it should not take me as long to, figure it out. So, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.